Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning to Dr. Jim.
Good morning, Pat.
And we are here
Flynn
for
land.
we are here. We've actually got a lot of exciting news to share in general, but first things first, we are going to unbox some kettlebells from our very delicious, very generous show sponsor. Oh, there it is, Inverted Gear. Jim and I, it was Christmas morning for us. We came home to a bunch of goodies waiting at our doorstep, and then we're going to do an impromptu workout. So and maybe some Q&A, whatever you guys want. So a few things. One is, if you've been following us for a while, you know Inverted Gear. We formed a good relationship with them. They've been an awesome sponsor. They have incredible equipment, awesome kettlebells. So like up front, like this is totally a sponsor, right? This isn't like an innocent review. Like, I just want to make that very clear, right? But I can still say this gear is awesome, and a couple things about it. One, if you're interested and you need some kettlebells, which, assuming you're a listener of the Pat Flynn Show, they're hooking everybody up with a 15% discount through that link. So whether you want kettlebells, clubs, maces, we're actually going to unbox a bunch of different stuff here. You get 15% off. They ship fast, which is awesome. The stuff is in stock and it supports the show. So it's just like wins all around. So please, if you like what we're doing and you want some good, high quality gear, please consider using that link, invertedgear.com/discount/PatFlynn15. And yeah, and we're going to do some unboxing. But before that, Jim.
And also, if they, for any jiu-jitsu players out there, they have gis and rash guards and all the gear. And they were good enough to help me out with a Inverted Gear gi, which I love. So
right. And they're a cool, like, they're a cool, small, family-owned company too. So, like, let's support the good guys here. All right. And I don't know, Jim. What do you say? We should, because we want to have a little fun, and we want to work out here a little bit with all of you. So should we open our Christmas presents?
Let's do it.
All right, I'll go first.
You do your club first.
You want me to do the club first? Sure.
Wherever you want.
I'm going to do the kettlebell first because I have it right here. So
it is, yeah.
Cool boxing, cool little panda logo here. And I cheated a little bit. I cut the tape already, so you guys don't watch me like struggle immensely. That'd be pathetic, right? Workout guy, can't open a box. My wife usually makes fun of me of how I open boxes. She always says it looks like some wild animal got into it because I never do it neatly. All right, boxed really well. So here it is. 0 miles have yet been put on this puppy. 0 swings. It's always nice to be the first to put the first miles on. So, oh yeah, this is nice. Look at this. This is a look at that cute little panda logo. It's a little cheesy when people put skulls on everything, so it's kind of fun and refreshing to have something that is serious but not serious. Just the sort of dimensions that you want. Looks great, feels great, sits on the wrist, exactly where you want it. High quality stuff. All right, Jim, let's see yours.
Okay. So what I got are maces. Is that all right?
Unbox whatever you want. Yeah, let's show it all off. Yep.
So,
guys, chime in. Let us know where you're tuning in from, what you're drinking. And we'll watch see what kind of goodies Jim has here.
Okay, this right here is an 8-kilogram mace from Inverted Gear. Fresh out of the box. I have not worked out with it yet. I already like it. I feel the handle is thicker than other ones I have in this kind of category. I like that already, right?
So Jim, I don't use maces like you do. What do you like about that?
Okay, so so you can make a mace more difficult by making it heavier, or you can make it longer, or you can make the handle thicker, right? Right. And feeling the handle's a little thicker, I already like that, in that it's an 8-kilogram mace, but I'll get more out of this than I would an 8-kilogram mace that had a thinner handle, right? Right on. Right. So I like that right now, and also in other brands of mace I have, there's a kind of a heavy knurling on it. This one has I'll call it a subtle knurling. I like that better, right? Because once again, the whole point of this is, one of the points of it, it's a grip exercise.
Right.
So it's enough that I can get some traction when I'm sweaty, but it's where I'm going to have to actually have an intentional grip on this thing to handle it, which I like a lot. Right.
Cool.
Right. Let me unbox the other one.
Sweet. I'm going to grab my other goodie too. Black Tea and Kettlebells says, I like the panda logo. People tend to forget how fierce the panda can be. Well, not if you've seen Kung Fu Panda a million times like I have with my children. Check that out. Really well done.
Here we have, let's get the logo, 10 kilogram mace. Once again, like the handle width. I like the subtle knurling on it. I'm looking forward to working out with this.
They sent you 2 maces?
They sent me 2.
I only have 1.
What?
What?
And I'll say the 10 kilograms, the heaviest one they have. I think 8 kilogram was, I think he said they go up in 1 kilogram increments starting at, what was it, 4, I think? So, yeah. So
this is new for me. Check this out. I just took it out of the box. And I'm really looking forward to this. 15-pound club.
Nice.
Jim's been using clubs for a long time. Look, I do not have a lot of experience with clubs, so I can tell that this is a nice club. I can tell that much. But I think Jim's actually going to give me one of my first club lessons in today's workout.
Nice. Yes.
So I'm looking forward to that. But this thing is nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
So tell us about the clubs, because you've been doing clubs for a while.
So I wanted to do a comparison of the inverted gear club to another brand of club, but I actually literally gave away my other club. That's like, I had a 25-pound club from another brand, and I have a 35 and a 45 from 2 other brands. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so, but I gave away the clubs I had that were the same weight as the inverted gear clubs, because I was like, I'm not going to use those anymore after I got my inverted one. So
right.
I have a buddy out there who has my other clubs because I wasn't going to use them. And what I liked about them so much is, if you look at it compared to the other brand I was using, which I don't have here to show you, is the weight was distributed more towards the end. The barrel was thicker towards the end, right? So once again, it's top heavier, which made it not much, but noticeably more difficult and unwieldy, which is the whole point of the club. And one of the points of this kind of exercise is to get a lot of bang out of very little load, right?
Right.
That's kind of the virtue of it, right? And I like that. Literally, I do. And I mean, you could overestimate, how important any one brand is. We're talking like chunks of iron, right? Okay. But in this, I can honestly say with the inverted gear club, I do like that shape better that I got on this one than the other brands that I have. Yeah. So much I really did get rid of my other 25.
Right? Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Anthony says
the finish is very cool too.
Is the coating rough or smooth? I will say, like I said, I haven't played with enough clubs. I'll let Jim speak on that with the clubs. Yeah. And for the kettlebell, I would say it's ideal, right? Because what's going to happen is sometimes you have kettlebells that are too smooth and too slick, that, especially for the high rep snatching and stuff, like if your hands get sweaty at all, it completely flies away.
Yeah.
However, you can have kettlebells that are a little too rough, that it turns your hands into hamburger meat. So I would say that the coating on this is pretty much exactly what I would be looking for. Just helps to see it, maybe.
Yep.
It finds that sort of middle sweet spot. Jim, how about what about the clubs?
Okay, on the clubs, I've never encountered a club that had any knurling on the handle. Right, they're almost always smooth. The inverted gear one has I guess you call it powder coat, right? Mm-hmm. But it's higher quality. I think it's got a little shine to it. But it still has that just kind of subtle roughness to it that you see, just the same thing on their kettlebells, where you can still get a grip on it, right? But you're going to have an intentional grip on it when things get sweaty, which, by the way, is kind of what we want out of it, right? And like I said, on the maces, it appears to have kind of a subtle knurling on there, which I think is a good way to go. So
sweet. Did you have? Oh, I still have my mace to open. Let me open the mace, and then we'll start playing around and work out here. All right. So again, gentle listeners, we've formed a very good relationship with Inverted Gear. So, if you've gotten any of their stuff, we would love to hear what you think of it. I've already gotten some really good feedback from people who picked up some kettlebells and whatnot. I'm sorry, I need to get the scissors for this one. I didn't do any of the prep work for the mace. I wasn't sure if we were gonna work this in today's circuit or not.
Yeah, maybe we'll have just like a separate mace circuit next week or later this week.
Okay. Here she comes. Oh. Jim's weapon of choice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I do enjoy the maces, I admit it.
So we're going to play around with the clubs and the kettlebell today. We'll do something separate with the maces.
Yeah.
So Jim, you had something in mind, right?
Yeah, I do.
All right. So we're going to explain it to us, and then we'll see
Sure.
if old Patsy McFly can follow along.
Sure. So we'll put in two club movements first, and then we can couple them with some kettlebell stuff. Does that sound good?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Let me clear some space here. It's like Christmas morning in here now.
Callum says, I was wondering how the kettlebells are inverted. Well, I guess maybe because the panda's upside down. Is that it?
Yeah.
Because they're otherwise as normal as you would want them to be. They hit the norm. They fulfill their functional good as kettlebells, right, Jim?
That's right. Exactly. Their final cause.
That's right.
Okay, so what Pat and I talked about here is we wanted maybe something, because I think a lot of people don't have experience with things like maces and clubs, and it's frankly weird. Okay, right? You're not going to find them in a lot of your gyms, and I think a lot of people are intrigued by it, and they see people doing these crazy cool flows with them, but they realize that they tried that out of the box, they would get killed.
Yeah.
Right. And that's one of the beauties, I think, of the mace and the club training. And to the same thing with the kettlebell, maybe to a slightly lesser degree, is you have to train these like martial arts. They're high skill. They're very high skill, right? And the idea of building skills was cool. So we thought we'd come up with maybe something we could do, like anyone could do right out of the box. Like any sort of basically training person can take a club first day and do this, right? And Pat's our guy for that, right? Pat is he's Adam in the garden among clubs, right?
First timer.
First timer. Okay, so stay hydrated. I'm going to begin.
When in doubt, you can just start curling things, right, Jim?
Exactly. Okay, so I'm getting my grip. I'm definitely wrapping the thumbs. I'm not doing any kind of thumb out grip on this thing.
Okay, so.
Okay. All right.
So what do we want? Like sort of a golfer's grip on there?
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
And I'm not squeezing the crap out of the club. If I squeeze the crap out of the club, I'm going to fry and lose it.
Okay.
And we're going to start with just a nice, easy, up and down rotational swing.
Nice. So just from a slight hinge then?
Yeah, a slight hinge. And note, I'm not twisting my torso. I'm opening my hips.
I see.
It's a hip opener, right? See how I play with the knee bend to get the motion I want. And eventually where we're building to this is that.
Let me just watch you for a minute here, Jim. Make sure I'm getting it. So it's sort of a skiing motion here.
Yeah, it's a ski motion.
See, right?
I'm bent and I'm straight. Bent and straight.
Cool.
I'm turning my hips opening to the side.
Yeah, that feels good.
Right. and I'm getting all that rotational work, but I'm not twisting with a weight like this, right?
Yeah. Hey, for all you grapplers here, I have to say, Jim not only uses this for his training, but he just he emerged victorious from his recent tournament too. So I just wanted to.
I won my match.
Paying off.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all I'm doing.
All right. So side to side, side to side.
Yeah, there you go. And no, Pat, what I'm doing is with my legs is right bent, left straight.
Right. So it's almost like you're kind of going into what you would be doing with a windmill position there at the bottom.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Just trying to make some connections here.
That's important. A lot of people, they start working with maces with external swings like that.
Right.
With all torso twist, and they get jacked up.
Right. So
yeah.
So slowing it down then.
Yes.
Straight bent, right?
Yeah.
And then
straight bent,
right?
Yeah.
So we're kind of looking at this motion.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, exactly. And see how you're opening your hips to the other side. You're not twisting your back.
Right. I see. Yeah. That's cool.
Yes. Look at that. Stick that butt out, girl.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That feels great.
Yeah. And imagine like if you start talking like a 45-pound mace doing that's going to add up. Right?
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, that feels just what the hamstrings ordered right there.
Yeah, and that's something like you have what? That's a 15, right? Relatively light.
Right.
Out of the box, that can be part of your warm up right there. Boom.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. So for people who are like me and you haven't really used clubs before, I'm trying to always connect it to movements that we already know. So the way I'm kind of thinking of that, Jim, is it's sort of a dynamic windmill type of pattern, but your feet stay forward. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes.
So your feet stay forward, and it's sort of a dynamic windmill pattern.
So
with the legs and the hips. Yeah. That's cool.
Like that. Okay. We can do that same touch and go thing, loading one arm, right? Just right. But for now, let's keep it two-hand and in front with the rotation.
Let's try that out again.
Nice.
Am I keeping, Jim, do you want to keep the arms straight for that, or do you want to pump it all?
Straight.
You want to keep it straight, so just straight pendulum. That, by the way, that is money for hamstrings after 300 swings.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah.
That feels so necessary and appropriate after all the high volume swings right now.
Like literally, no joke, Pat. My warm up when we do the 300 swings is to do those with a light club.
Is that okay? Awesome.
Yeah.
The loaded mobility stuff is just so good and so necessary.
Yep.
And I hope people I get it. It's not the sexiest stuff to see being done, but it does the body so much good.
Yeah. And okay, so can we put in another movement?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so and also
guys,
by the way,
guys, I'm learning with you here, so hop on in. Don't be shy.
Also, when you're doing those side to side swings, you would do one set left hand top, right hand bottom, and the next set you would go right hand top, left hand bottom. Right. You should be switching those from set to set.
Right.
When you get good, you can switch them in the middle of the set, but let's not do that today in the interest of people throwing maces through walls or clubs through walls or something.
Deal.
All right. So next we're going to do a clean. I've got my same grip. Okay. My golfer's grip. All right. And I'm going to clean it to the side of my top hand. Okay. So I start, I've got my mace in front of me, some in this position here.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And I'm just going to maybe get a little backswing if I need to. I'm just going to clean it up just like a kettlebell. Okay, but note my position here. That top hand is packed in. Right?
Here.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. And try to resist rotation. You want to have your shoulders square. Right? Yeah, there we go. Yep. Back down. Clean it up. And then maybe switch your hands up.
So, Jim, the top elbow, do we want it back?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So it's not, we don't want like a baseball. We don't want to be like batter up type of position.
Right. It's packed in there.
It's packed. Cool.
Nice. They call that the shield position, by the way.
Yeah, that's cool, man. It's so, it's so funny how much specificity matters. Like,
yeah,
I'm naturally not that athletic of a guy. Like, I'm like at best like mediocre in terms of like my natural athleticism.
Yeah.
So like the hinging and stuff like that is very natural for me. But when you start to switch up the specifics of anything, man, it's always like like you're learning to ride a bike for the first time. So this is just for the gentle listeners. Like, you see me doing my kettlebell moves all the time, and maybe it looks good. I've been doing them for a while, right? This is how Pat Flynn looks when something's new. Clumsy, awkward. It's all of us. So don't be shy. Hop in. Yeah.
And so, like, okay, so both of these movements are important.
Then I'm just trying to think. So, like, so this for the club, then your elbow is going to be, it's going to be more back than it is in a kettlebell clean, right? So it's going to be, naturally it's going to have to be, right?
Scapular great. There it is. Yeah. Boom. And like the kettlebell clean, you have to have this clean to do anything else. Like a lot of the cool moves presuppose you can shoulder your club.
That's cool. It's good. It's got a cool feel to it too. It definitely feels unique.
All right. So once we have it there, okay. Can you see me all right here? Okay, so I'm going to get my clean. Oh, I better back up. And I'm going to back, rotate, back down.
So a halo.
Halo.
Just real quick, if somebody wants to follow along and you don't have a club, you can do this with kettlebells.
Yeah.
Like so. Kettlebells upside down. Here. Halo that way. So if you don't have a club, you can just do this for now. Is that cool, Jim?
Yeah, totally. Or go to inverted gear and get yourself club today.
Yeah, well, duh. But until it shifts, right? Which will be pretty quick. All right, so let me try with the club now.
Yeah.
So we're up here and here.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's it.
Little clunky.
Yeah, it's all right.
That isn't as quick as he used to be.
That's right. There it is, man. Looks good, Pat. And that to me, that is a money movement, man.
Oh, that feels good. It does feel better with the club than it does the kettlebell.
Yeah.
The kettlebell's got more you got to work around. This just flows better with this type of movement.
And
oh yeah,
we're good, Pat. And where we're building that to,
good,
right? But what we're building that to is more dynamic stuff where I'm gonna clean it right into that and come back, right?
Oh, cool.
Clean it right into that, come back, right? But that's not for today. That's that's right. So I just want to add one more thing to that chain of movements. I think we have something we can work with here.
Let's do it.
So I'm gonna get my good clean. I'm gonna come around into a shield squat.
I knew it was coming. I knew the squat was coming.
Into that shield squat.
I'm pumped. Here we go. Like this?
Yeah, that's it, man.
I should probably clean between, right?
You can totally.
I want it more off to the side, right?
Yeah, nice and yeah.
Okay. I'm learning.
Right.
I'm learning. The professor's taking me to school.
Nice. And if that squat, if someone has a hard time keeping the shield on the squat, you can clean it, bring it over, shoulder it for your squat if you need to.
That's cool.
Come back over, shoulder it.
All right. So for those of you who just have a kettlebell, let's give you a variation. You can do the here.
One clean, yeah.
Cycle, and then just inverted squat for now. Oh, it feels so good on the shoulders. These halo type of movements are so neglected. You want good shoulder mobility? You want Pat Flynn shoulder mobility? Check this out.
Oh, I'm not going to try to mimic that.
You got to be doing this stuff.
Yep. And, ultimately, where, and once again, not today, but what you want to do is turn this into what they call the Barbarian Squat.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds cool.
So clean this, bring it over, and as I do my squat, I'm going to press that thing in front of me.
Oh. Well, of course, I got to try that. All right, so tight. Here.
Yeah. Square the shoulders up. Yeah. There you go. Good. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, it feels good.
And even that 15 pounds adds up there, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, when you press it out front like that.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
Gentle listeners, Dr. Christopher says I have a club that has knurling, and I absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
Explain to us the knurling, Jim.
Yeah. So if you look at this is the inverted gear club. It's smooth, but powder coated, so it's a little tacky, right? Whereas, sometimes think of like on a 45-pound barbell, how it has the grooves cut in there. That's what Dr. Christopher is talking about. Is he has a club that has knurling in there. I would not want that. This thing has to be able to rotate in your hand a bit, and it's going to tear you up if it's knurled. I've never seen a knurled club. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, the subtle knurling on maces you do see.
Edric says, I'm late joining. What size clubs are y'all working with? I've got a 15 here, just fresh out of the box, Edric. Fresh out of the box from Inverted Gear. Jim's got 25.
So, like, for me, a 25 it's a good working club. Maybe, especially if I'm doing two-handed stuff, maybe a little on the conditioning side. On strength side, I'm going to use a 35. And if I feel like doing stupid human tricks, I'll use a 45. But that's getting into stupid human trick territory for me. For one-handed stuff, I really, really like using the 20. That's a sweet spot for you. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of workouts just with the 20 for one-handed stuff.
What do you recommend as the beginner club slot? If somebody were to get one club, they're like me, they've never really done it before.
Yeah. Okay, so I would go a 15 or a 20 if you're absolutely brand new, right? And take your time. I mean, that's the one thing with clubs is they have to be. You have to get it right, and so it does reward careful practice, working your way up the chain. Yeah.
You're getting some compliments on your home gym there.
Cool, thank you, man. I think the mountain bike he's talking about is my wife's. It's actually a hybrid, but yeah. Yep.
Cool. All right, so Jim,
I read. Yeah.
All right, so what's the? Are we bringing in the kettlebell now, or are we putting together a little?
Okay, yeah. So what I was thinking is, we can put this into a kind of a chain now, right? So I'm going to go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Clean it.
Yep.
1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5.
Okay.
And then we can then go to a kettlebell motion, right? And the ambitious trainer can put the squats into that. I would recommend that, but there's a minimal amount. And kettlebell, I was thinking. Let's see the bell. Start out. Push up. Switch. Push up. Clean that thing.
Oh boy.
Push up. Switch. Push up. Clean.
Jim's giving us the full grapplers workout here, man.
That's totally, man. This is what I do, right?
Well, yeah. All right. So it's 10 reps, 5 each side of the. What is that first move called that we just learned?
Gosh,
Swipes or something.
Rotational swing. Yeah.
Rotational swipes.
Yeah.
Then 10 of the halos. You can do the squat if you want. 5 each side.
Yep.
And then 10 of the push-ups to clean. Is that right?
Yep.
Let's do a few rounds, shall we?
Shall we? And should we go like 30?
Right, hey, real quick, if somebody just has a kettlebell, how would you modify this for them?
Just regular swings.
Single arm swings?
Single arm swings. So you're getting a little rotational feel to that, right?
Yeah.
And then kettlebell halos.
Let me do that first. You do the club, I'll do the kettlebell.
Yep. Cool.
Oh, I forgot to squat.
Oops.
Oh. I'm sure I messed something up in that sequence, but it feels good. It feels good. Don't worry, we're going to do more rounds. Join us, gentle listeners. And if you're not working out, then let us know where you're tuning in from and what you're drinking. We're just putting the first couple miles on our new gear that we have graciously received from our show sponsor, Inverted Gear. And if you missed the first part of the episode, Inverted Gear, here's what you need to know. Great company. We built a strong relationship with them. They've been supporting the Pat Flynn Show. High quality kettlebells. You get 15% off anything in their inventory, including not just the kettlebells and the clubs and the maces, but also like gis, clothing, anything you want. If you use the link right here, invertedgear.com/discount /PatFlynn15. So you get cool stuff and you support what we're doing here. So we would super appreciate that. And I love this routine.
Yeah, it's a good routine.
Heart rate is up. Just so much needed mobility too. I mean, the upper back, the hips, all of it. I love the level changes, right? Your vertical, your horizontal. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for another round.
Pat has a look of loathing from you right now. I
Wait till we're behind the scenes, Jim.
Exactly. Hey, remember, change your grip. If you were left on top of the first set, right on top of the second set.
Cool. Let's do it. Oh, just want to show it off. Woo. Cooking with gas this morning. Woo. Just what the doctor ordered. Dr. Jim.
Did I mention I'm 47?
If only we had more doctors like you. Yeah. Good stuff. Before we go, Jim, and gentle listeners, do as many rounds as you want. I've got
more. Yeah.
I've got. Yeah. How many rounds this would you?
I go
what's
five.
your
I go at least
full
5
prescription on this, Jim?
I go 5 at least.
5. Cool.
Yeah. Maybe a 30 every minute on the minute kind of thing.
Yeah. That's cool.
Right.
This is going to be needed for me, especially the halos and the opening the hips and all this and that.
Yeah.
I think I've got 4 podcasts I got to do today.
You're gonna be sitting,
dude. It's gonna be bad.
Right.
So it's good. It's good to get this stuff in before all that.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna talk more, but you won your jiu-jitsu match this weekend.
I did.
You got a website launching.
It's coming. Yep.
This week?
It could be as early as this week. At worst case scenario, next week.
And just a lot of cool stuff. Mitchie just wants a reminder of the entire sequence. So let's just explain the sequence one more time for the gentle listeners.
So you're going to go 5 side swipes, or lateral swipes, we'll call them, in each direction.
Or one-arm swings if you just got a kettlebell.
If you have a kettlebell, one-arm swings, right? So 5 of those on each arm or each direction. So you can do 10 reps there, right? Then you're gonna do 5 halos in each direction. So there'll be 10 reps there. Okay. You want to add the squats, do it, right? Recommended. And then you're gonna put your club down or just take your kettlebell. And you can do a left-handed or a right-handed push-up in the kettlebell, switch to the left-handed push-up in the kettlebell, go right into a clean, put it down, go left-handed push-up, switch, right-handed push-up into a clean. That's 1 rep. And you're going to go 5 times through that.
Cool.
Right. And I would check the box. Right.
Yeah. Good look.
Good luck, T.
All right. So to wrap up here.
Yep.
Inverted Gear. Check them out.
Check 'em
Links
out.
right below. 15% off everything. We appreciate them as a sponsor, and we appreciate you, gentle listeners, for all the support you give. And that's all. Adios.
Adios.
See you next time.
Thank you.